Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I'm working on my Artpocalypse prompts for October, as seen in the My Creative Year Facebook group by Gina B. Ahrens. We are on day 4, I believe, and that is, the word was peaceful. And I found a quote by Buddha regarding peace, and so that is what I decided to do. Real simple, quick one today. So, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. And so I decided to use some paper rather than paint today and do just putting this kind of gray background down, and then I have another scrap of some, it's like a floral with a little bit of print over the top. I got it in a scrap pack a long time ago. I've been cleaning up stuff and finding all kinds of random scrapbook supplies that I just need to use up. So that's what I'm doing with this one, and then we're just gonna use the glue stick, and I did do that a few times just to get the writing good. I haven't played with that glass quill in a long time, so excuse me. And I don't want it perfect, so I'm going to tear the corners a little bit just so it's uneven. And then hopefully my glue stick will hold this all together forever. Or for as long as I want it, right? There we go. And then I decided I would just add the peace symbol. So I took my 1.5, that's the biggest I have, hole punch, and made a few circles and decided to draw the peace symbol on the inside, and I'll cut that out with my X-Acto knife. And it's not perfect. You'll see in the close-up picture it's not perfect. I've seen people with these craft knives that I guess the blade breaks off. You break it off when you want a sharper piece. And they look like they work pretty well. I'm going to have to find me one of those, because I think I'm a little hard on X-Acto knives. I was cutting something the other day and actually snapped the tip. Okay, I might push a little too hard. Probably don't need to push as hard as I do. I'm trying not to. I'm practicing not pushing so hard. But I always feel like it takes a lot to get through the cardstock. Anyway, little detour there, jabbery. This is the back side. There's paint on both sides of that piece of paper that I just randomly picked for this. I kind of liked the colors and thought they were contrasty to what I already had on my page. Kind of greens, got a little bit of gold sparkle and some blue. I think it was just cleanup paint from some other project. It's taking a little effort to get that out. Sorry about that. Probably could have cropped some of that out. This one is kind of long because it has 4. I'm doing 4 of the prompts in this video. So I decide it needs more in the background, so I'm just taking my, it's like a chrome or gold pen, and just tracing around so I get that peace symbol, and I'm just going to repeat it down the left side. Just adds a little something to the background. I'm just going to keep going all the way down, pretend like it was actually drawn before we glued the papers on. There we go. And now we'll just glue this one on. I added the glue stick, and then I decided my glitter glue would probably be best for this because that is cardstock. It's a little bit stiffer. There we go. Oh, and then I go, this is a Wink of Stella brush, so you can't really see it, but if you look at it at an angle, you can see the glitter. It's just like a glitter pen thing, brush pen. I've had it for quite a while. Surprised it still works. Can you see it? Alright, on to the next one. And this was day, what did I say that last one was? Day 4, so this is day 5. And the prompt was gray, but just to go along with the Buddha, I figured I would paint a gray Buddha sculpture. And we'll just back it with gold, because gray is boring. And the gold will make it much more interesting, right? And I think that is Arteza's Antique Gold, if I'm not mistaken, that I'm using there. And just kind of, yep, it is. Just kind of making the brush marks go different directions. It gives it kind of a leaf gold effect when you look at it. Alright, so now with the Stabilo, I'm going to sketch out a Buddha head, just the half the face off the page. I'm pulling out gesso and then some black paint. I think that's Mars Black. And here we go. So have you guys been creating these prompts every day? Have you gotten into it? I think it's a lot of fun. If you have, I have an Instagram page, the Shelly Studio, and you could tag me in it so I can see what you create. Also use the hashtag ArtPocalypse2020. I'm following that one too so I can see what everybody does. I think it's a lot of fun to see what other people do with the prompts they're given. And of course the My Creative Year Facebook page, that is where the list is if you're interested, and I will have that in the description box as well. So now I've got to lighten it up because the gray is pretty dark. I do have this sped up really, really fast, hoping to make it not as long. If you have any questions about what I did, you can always ask me, comment. And if you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber and you would like to see more of what I create, then hit that subscribe button. Here I'm putting on some brown stickles, and it's hard to tell what that is. Added a little Wink of Stella to the highlights, and there is that one. So that's one spread. Now the next prompt was strong, and I decided to look up symbols for strong, and I found a rune that was for strength, and can't remember what the other symbol was for, and I saw in several places where the two symbols were combined into one, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, that's what I put in the bottom at the very end. I had those circles, and I had fun making them with the doing the peace signs, so I decided to do some linked circles. Oh, here's the strength symbol. And I'm doing this on rice paper. And like I said, it's a combination of two symbols. Can't remember what the other one meant, but it's similar to strength. So that's the one I'm going to use. And I know that looks like glue, but it's actually decoupage. I'd been using it for something and stuck it in the glue bottle for that, and just, yeah, thought it worked great to have it where I could just squeeze it out like that. So here are those rings I talked about that I'd made with the hole punch, my circle punch, and then I just cut out the center. And I'm doing these circles on the, like putting the glue on them, on the page that I'm going to work on next. And I think on a finished piece, or while I'm working on it, you can actually see faint circles on that page because of the glue. When I did little leaf patterns. And after I did that part, I decided it wasn't interesting enough. So this is Color Flash in blue onto the black background. And I decided to just carry it over onto that white background next to it because I had plenty of paint. And it's surprising how different it looks on black and on white because it's the same exact color. You'll see the comparison. See, because here I go. You can see that black has a little bit of a purple tint, and this is definitely blue. All right, there we go. I decided to add a little gold over the top of that letter, the symbol, so it blended in a little bit better. And the next one, the prompt, was bloom. And I Googled and I found a picture, a drawing of a hand with plants coming out the tips. So this, I mean, it's just my personal art journal, so this is copying somebody. This was not my original idea, my own personal idea, but I really liked it. So I'm just sketching out that hand. Sorry about the dog if you can hear him. I'm looking at my hand. I'm like, how does the hand look? Yeah. And I'm just going to draw some real simple flowers and leaves. I'm going to pull out my random color markers and add some color. Alright, so I cut it out, didn't make you watch that. I left a white border around it. Now here I'm trying to decide where it's going to go, and I decided it needed some shading behind it so that it stood out a little bit more. I don't know, can you see the circle rings? I can see them, they're very faint. It doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to glue that on. And I looked up another quote, one that relates to bloom, and I found magic blooms only in rare souls. And that is a quote from Grindelwald. So, from the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series. But I liked the title, has the magic in it, which is the theme of my book. And I like Harry Potter, so it works. Win-win. So I think that is the last one in this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.